I need to stress something for a second. And I want to stress that being broke is not something anyone should flaunt or speak into their life. If you are constantly calling yourself broke, it is time to change your tune. No more putting out into the universe that you're broke. I would rather you say you are a work in progress. So outside of removing broke from your vocabulary, in this episode, I'm sharing how you can break free from broke once and for all. Welcome to the City Girl Savings Podcast. I'm Rhea Reeves, founder and finance coach of City Girl Savings. I turned my life around with budgeting many years ago, and now I'm on a mission to help others do the same. I fully believe that you can enjoy your life on a budget, and this weekly show will focus on the intersection of money and the City Girl lifestyle. Join me every week along with some special guests as I share my experiences, advice, and guidance on navigating life and money as an experience-loving millennial. First order of business. Are you really broke? And before you quickly answer yes or no, let's get clear on what exactly broke means. I will tell you this right now. Spending excess money on shopping, going out to eat, partying, and social outings, and then not being able to save any money does not mean you are broke. It means that you can't control your spending. You have a different kind of hurdle to overcome than someone who is truly broke. You will know if you are truly broke because your budget will show you. Your budget will make it very clear that your expenses exceed your income. You are relying on credit cards to help you cover living expenses. You are putting one bill on the back burner because you can only afford one at a time. You are the true definition of living paycheck to paycheck, if not worse. If this sounds like you and your situation, then you're using the term broke in the right way. But remember, we are removing it from our vocabulary. But maybe you're still not sure. You don't quite fall into either category. Maybe you fall somewhere in the middle. I'm going to walk you through 5 signs you probably shouldn't be as broke as you are, and then we'll talk about how to break free. So the first sign you probably shouldn't be as broke as you are is you know you make good money. Now, if you find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, but you truly believe you make good money for your situation, then something's not right. It'd be a completely different story if you knew you didn't make enough money, but when you actually acknowledge that the money you make is good, you probably should not be anywhere near broke. All is not lost, though. When you know you make good money, you can start taking the necessary steps to move away from that paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. Try going on a spending fast for a pay period or 2. That means no unnecessary spending until the fast is over. Try it for a week. Try it for 2 weeks. Start small and see how far you can go. And this will show you just how much money you actually should have when you're not constantly overspending. Okay, second sign. You know you spend a lot, especially on things you don't need. I touched on this earlier, but spending money is one of the quickest and most effective ways to go broke. And this is especially true if you are spending money on things you do not need. Are you fully aware that you spend more money than you should on unnecessary things? If so, it's time to take ownership, time to get real, and get your spending under control. Otherwise, you will always be broke if you are constantly spending your money. Give the unnecessary spending a break just for a little bit and watch how your situation actually changes for the better. Another spending fast, anyone? Next sign you probably shouldn't be as broke as you are. You put money into savings, but usually take it out. So first off, let me say that I commend you for putting money into savings, regardless if you end up having to take it right back. At least you are actively trying to do the right thing with your money. Unfortunately, there is an issue with saving more than you should, and it's leading you to feel like you're broke. So when you don't have that solid budget that tells you what you can afford to save regularly, you actually run the risk of saving too much money. And yes, that is a thing. This usually means that other priorities can't be taken care of unless you pull that money out of savings. And if you are putting money into savings, but usually have to take it out to cover bills and expenses, you shouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck. You should just be putting less into savings to ensure that your accounts aren't dry, making sure that your priorities are covered. Now, this is assuming that you have control over your spending. I don't believe your savings should cover indulgences or other non-necessities. Your money should be staying in savings in that case. If you have to pull from savings to cover bills, then you're likely putting too much into savings to begin with. Review your budget. Make sure after all of your bills, expenses, and priorities are taken care of, you know exactly what you should have left over. That is the amount you should be saving. Next sign, you make consistent money, but you don't have a budget plan. If you are living paycheck to paycheck and you don't have a budget plan, that is a problem. In fact, if you don't have a budget and consider yourself broke, I'm going to need you to literally stop listening right now and go create your budget as soon as possible. A budget will show you what money should be coming in, what money should be going out, and what money should be left over. And like I said, this will tell you if you really are broke or not. If you have a fear or stigma around budgeting, make sure you listen to episode 3 to help you break through that stigma and shift your mindset when it comes to creating a budget. A budget is only a good thing. It is not a bad thing in any way, shape, or form, so you gotta let that go. Are you tired of wondering which moves to make next with your money? Do you need some guidance on whether to pay off debt, save, or focus on something else? Get my free Money Moves packet today and start making impactful money moves instantly. Go to citygirlsavings.com/moves to download your Money Moves packet now. And finally, you are in the same financial spot year over year, but you make more money year over year. If you find that you are in the same spot with your money year over year, then it's a sign you shouldn't be as broke as you are. Every year, we should be increasing our net worth, building our wealth, paying down debt, and increasing savings. Whether you make good money or not is irrelevant because we should always be improving. We should always be moving in the direction of our goals. Are you getting raises every year? Then you really should be getting ahead. Now, I'm not saying drastic improvements are required, but steady, continuous growth is a must. If you're not doing that, something is off. Now, I will add that if your raises aren't increasing with inflation, which has been a problem in 2022, then that would be the exception. But lifestyle creep is real. The more money people tend to make, the more they tend to spend. So make sure any raises you get are helping you get ahead, even if it means increasing your retirement contribution by 1%. As long as we're doing that steady, continuous growth, we're in good shape. So now, if you acknowledge that you probably shouldn't be as broke as you currently are, and we are officially removing broke from your vocabulary, let's talk about taking back control of your money. Now that you know if you should consider yourself broke or not, and the signs you probably shouldn't be as broke as you are, it's time to focus on getting ahead. It's time to break free of broke once and for all. And here are a few ways to help. First, take it back to the basics and work on your financial literacy. I know they don't teach this stuff in school. They should. That's a whole other issue. But it is our responsibility to go out and seek the education we need to improve. Read books, take classes, attend virtual workshops, or work with a coach. And make sure you consume helpful content as well, like this podcast. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with things that help you improve, not encourage you to move backwards. Next tip, get yourself on a budget plan. I will forever advocate the importance of a budget plan. It gives you so much insight into your money situation, and you can use that insight to make positive changes. Now, I create budget plans for clients, so if you want one created for you, check out the link in the show notes. Next, start working through needs versus wants and avoid excess spending on the wants. When it comes to controlling your spending, it will help you get ahead financially when you know that you should or shouldn't be spending on something. Okay, so get clear on what's a need, what is something that requires you to live or help you make money, and what's a want, something that is just filling an impulse or a desire. Start working on saying no to those wants, especially if they're not going to help you reach your goals. And then finally, change your mindset. I am ending where we began. Remember, we are no longer calling ourselves broke, okay? We are calling ourselves a work in progress. We are officially removing broke from the vocabulary because we are what we put out there. We are what we think about. So if we are constantly thinking, I'm broke, I don't make enough, we are living in that truth. Nope, no more. We are a work in progress. That is the truth we are living in. And focus on solutions to your money problems, not the problems themselves. If the problem is you want to make more money or you're not happy with the amount you make, don't harp on that. How can we fix that? How can you make more money? Ask for a raise, get a second job. How can you fix the problem? Focus on solutions, not the problems. And then finally, practice gratitude for things that do go well. I know there is something for you to be grateful for in your situation. Appreciate that. Focus on that. When we appreciate and practice gratitude, we open the door for more. We can all break free from broke, and we all deserve to. Start putting the pieces in place today to help you break free from broke and get to a life you truly love. You are worth it. Thank you so much for tuning in to City Girl Savings today. I hope you feel empowered and inspired to master your money as you make your way to your dream life. Make sure you subscribe so you're the first to know when a new episode comes out. I truly value your thoughts and feedback, so please leave a review and let me know how this podcast has impacted you. Can't wait to chat soon and make it a great day.